I assume this is how I can figure out what I'm doing. I have no idea what's been happening. So we're just going to go here. We want to live chat. Okay. I think I can hopefully figure out how to live in a minute. But if you were here just a minute ago, thanks for being patient with me, figuring out how to live. I don't understand how it works I have like literally 3 screens open trying to figure out what is going on, but it's just not wanting to work with me, which is fine. So we will continue on figuring out what to do. Madison, hi. So sorry about all that crazy confusion. Thank you for commenting, and now I can see. But I'm new at all of this, but thanks for joining me on this amazing live stream to talk about the album and share some really cool insight on things. I am trying to figure out what to do on here. Let me see if I can get us going. One moment. If there's a way to share. Okay. All right. So we will continue on. Anyway, I am gonna play some tunes. We're gonna hang out. I was gonna try to get us to see a couple behind the scenes videos, but I have no idea how to do that anymore. So we'll get there. But thanks for joining. I'm so happy you're here, and I am so excited about this album. It's one of my favorites in the entire world. Will you please, message where you're from and all that exciting things. If you have any favorites off the new album that you want to hear, message them in the comments and I'll see if I can play it. I'm going to play a few, but also just kind of talk about the process of the album and how exciting it is that it's finally out and about. I'm going to sing In a Diner, and I thought my guitar was out of tune for a second. Thank you for all the likes, appreciate it. This song, I used to work at a place called the Pancake Pantry, and what I loved about the Pancake Pantry was we were right next to the hospital, and we would always get people in all the time who, oh, hi, we were at the bank, amazing. But I used to get a lot of people who were from the hospital, and it's very sad, but a lot of them would lose family members, but I just was always the waitress that was given to them. So I wanted to write a song about that. So this song is called In a Diner. Oh, Tegan Amy, of course your phone is gonna die. Of course it is. I pour the coffee as you pour out your pain. Sometimes the tears fall down like rain. By your head, and I just stay out of the way. What good are words if there ain't nothing I can say? 2 blocks from the hospital on Belcourt Avenue, a vinyl seat becomes a wooden view for an hour or 2. I take your order, bring your food. That's really all that I can do, except to smile and hope you see somebody cares. I know you're heartbroken and bruised. Yeah, I'm not walking in your shoes, but I can listen if you feel you want to share. Sometimes God uses a 3-day-a-week part-timer to remind you he can find you in a diner. 2 one by one, stumble through the door. The shattered faces kept me to the core. One lost a brother, one a husband, one a child. But live and lose, I guess that's part of the design. I take your order, bring food. It's really all that I can do, except to smile and hope you see somebody cares. I know you're heartbroken and bruised. Yeah, I'm not walking in your shoes. I can't listen if you feel you want to share. Sometimes God uses a 3-day-a-week part-timer to remind you he can find you in a diner. At a 4-top with no seat, at a corner booth for 3, at a 2-top set for 1. I hope you know you're not alone. I take your order, bring your food. It's really all that I can do, except to smile and hope you see somebody cares. I know you're heartbroken and bruised. Yeah, I'm not walking in your shoes. I can't listen if you feel you want to share. Sometimes God uses a 3-day-a-week part-timer to remind you he can find you in a diner. To remind you he can find you in a diner. Yay. Thank you, thank you. Yes, if you're just joining us, hi, we're celebrating my sophomore album, Souvenirs of Love. So excited about it, and I've been having a little bit of technical difficulties. I had some things planned, but I can't figure out how to make it work, which is great. It's fine. Everything's fine. And, oh, what does this mean? No, not what I want. Anyway, but I am so happy you're here joining me, going through the album, playing the album, all of that stuff. So I think what we can do is I will open up our, let me see if I can open up the album. We can listen to it together. However, I don't know. Oh, actually, I'm going to play this one for you. Because I know how to play this one. So the album is called Souvenirs of Love. And one reason why I chose Souvenirs of Love as the title is because there are a lot of songs on here about the idea of love, about just my family that I love very much. A few songs about my grandparents who I love. Some are watching right now. And I just think that a lot of these stories that I'm telling, the whole undertone of every song is about love. So I just thought it made sense for it to be Souvenirs of Love. Oh, thank you, Madison. Tailor Made is from my first album. I love that you love that song so much. But I'm so excited now that I have a new album that you can listen to as well. But I can play that Tailor Made in a little bit. So when we were writing this song, it was, we like really wanted to write a good breakup song. And the song, it just came out so much catchier than I ever dreamed. And and I'm obsessed with it. And we really liked the idea that we could like do 2 types of verses with it instead of just one, meaning choruses. The choruses are different, you know, honing in on our Taylor love. So this is Souvenirs of Love. Knock at the door, it sounds different than before. Even though I want to, it's something I can't ignore. She steps inside to share what once was yours and mine. Our apartment of abandoned dreams, a capsule in time. She's renting out the vacant room. She's good company, but she's not you. Your jacket in the closet with a hole in the pocket that you wore in the photo from the homecoming game, where I'm holding the flowers and now they dried on the counter. I can't bring myself to throw them away. They mean too much. These souvenirs of love. These souvenirs of love. Knock at the door, it sounds different than before. She lets him in, and somehow this hurts even more. Our love thrived here first, and now this whole place feels cursed. When she moved in, thought I'd feel better, not worse. Train ticket in my wallet from that visit back in college, fueled by late night coffee, sip from old ceramic mugs that now sit up on the high shelf, hidden back there all by themselves. Hate to see them, but I keep them just cause they mean too much. These souvenirs of love. These souvenirs of love. I hope she doesn't question these trinkets gathering dust. I don't want to admit that I'm still holding memories of us. Your jacket in the closet with a hole in the pocket that you wore in the photo from the homecoming game, where I'm holding the flowers and now they dried on the counter. I can't bring myself to throw them away. They mean too much. These souvenirs of love, can't get enough. These souvenirs of love. These souvenirs of love. These souvenirs of love. So glad I'm up on the big screen. Oh, request for Big Apple Red. I love it. Madison, I don't know that song. I don't know that song. Sadly, don't know that song. But we now have a request for Big Apple Red, which is a great choice, Nana and Popsy. This song, I'm so excited, is nominated for a award. Well, not an award, but like, well, I'm in a competition and I could win the competition because of this song, which is pretty cool. So why I love this song so much too is because I was really in a nail salon getting my nails done, and the woman next to me was an older woman, and she kept asking the same questions to her nail tech. She kept saying, did we pick a color already? And then with her daughter behind her, she kept asking her, do you want to get a pedicure? And they just kept, repeating the same answers and sometimes changing them too. But it just made me think of my great grandmother, and like she didn't have Alzheimer's or dementia, but she was getting older and just started to make sure she had everything in her purse. So she would always say when we went out to eat, "Where's my purse? And where can I go?" Or not where can I go? "Where's my purse? Where's my wallet?" And it was just in her lap the whole time. You know what I mean? But so many people help their family members, help people that have these issues. And so I really wanted to highlight that. And I had to write that night, and this song came about. Madison, it is called Big Apple Red because my nail color is Big Apple Red. And it just worked out that we could make it the hook of the song, the title of the song. But I've gotten Big Apple Red since I was like 10. So we were able to incorporate my favorite nail color into the song. So great question, Madison. I called her head, but she was just a walk-in. I picked her color, but she knew what she was getting. She took her seat, the same one she always did. Right behind her, a daughter with her walker. Grabbed the bag she left up at the counter. "Mom, I got your purse and your glasses." In the time it took my nails to dry, I heard her ask the same questions at least a couple times. She still shows up, she looks her best, her rings, the hair, her favorite dress. But she knows something's wrong, that she can't quite put her finger on. Forgotten keys, forgotten names, friends into friends and lunch, and everything as memories slip away, one moment at a time. She might not remember, but I know I won't forget. I'll think of her every time I get Big Apple Red. First time I saw her, she was chatting with the owner. The next time she walked a little slower. I'm just a stranger, but I feel like I know her. She still shows up, she looks her best, the rings, the hair, her favorite dress. But she knows something's wrong, that she can't quite put her finger on. Forgotten keys, forgotten names, pretend friends and lunch, and everything as memories slip away, one moment at a time. She might not remember, but I know I won't forget. I'll think of her every time I get Big Apple Red. I asked her once what color should I get. She smiled and said you can't go wrong with Big Apple Red. She still shows up, she looks her best, the rings in her favorite dress. But she knows something's wrong, that she can't quite put her finger on. Forgotten keys, forgotten names, friends into friends and lunch, and everything as memories slip away, one moment at a time. She might not remember, but I know I won't forget. I'll think of her every time I get That's a good one. Everybody doing okay? Having a good time out there, hanging out, doing well? Let's see. I'll do that one. Oh. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Popsy. Appreciate the applause. Speaking of them, since they're watching, we'll do their song. So, this next song is called Love That Loves Me Too. And I wrote it with Andy Renfrey years ago. But it's just about finding your person and being with that someone that makes you really happy and not settling, you know, all that kind of important things when you choose who you want to spend the rest of your life with. And the first verse is kind of just talking about them and what I know and learn from them all the time. And I love this song. So this is called Love That Loves Me Too. I'm gonna tune because she sounds out of tune just a hair. Okay, sounds a little bit better. Only Prettier. I do know that song, Madison. Okay, let's see. Oh, don't go. Much better. They celebrated 60 years in August. She took his name when she was just 19. By the time I came along, they were still as strong as the day they made a promise with those rings. They'll be the first to tell you it's not something you say, it's what you do. So I'm holding out for someone who's holding out for me. Hope I'll know it when he shows up, but there's no guarantee. He could be waiting anywhere, and I can't wait to find him there, in that place my heart's been leading me to. Yeah, I'm holding out for love that loves me too. Sometimes it doesn't look like you expected. Sometimes it takes a while to recognize. It's funny how you doubt it till you can't live without it, and one day forever takes you by surprise. So I'm not settling for something. Yeah, I guess that heartbreaks taught me one thing. I'm holding out for someone who's holding out for me. Hope I'll know it when he shows up, but there's no guarantee. He could be waiting anywhere, and I can't wait to find him there, in that place my heart's been leading me to. Yeah, I'm holding out for love that loves me too. After all the years of searching, dead and roads and hurting, I finally found something I didn't think was true. I was holding out for someone who's holding out for me. Yeah, held out for love that loves me too. Yeah, I held out for love that loves me too. Woo woo. Okay, so I think we'll do, so this, we'll say it's 2:30 to 3:30. So I've got about 20 more minutes. And then I think I'm gonna go live on TikTok from 3:30 to 4:30, just that way I get TikTok in too. Because I was on TikTok. It's been a thing, it's been a journey, but I'm so happy you're here and hanging out, listening with me, going through the album, and just super proud of this album and all the different songs that we have on it. And it's been really cool to hear all of your reactions and knowing that you really love the new songs and the new music, which I love too. And just being able to share my new songs with you has been really, really cool. So I've been loving every minute of it. I want to share the music video for Better With Time, but I can't figure out how to do that with you. But I'll play it. I played it when we started this, but I don't know who saw it. I don't know, whatever. Oh, how long did it take to accomplish the album? Thank you for that question. Basically, so Something's Gotta Give is one of the songs on the album, and that was going to be on my first album, but it seemed very similar to a different song that is already out, and we were like, we can keep that in the vault. So when I was creating the next 13 songs for this album, what I wanted to choose for it, I remembered that we wrote that, and I was like, oh my goodness, I loved that song. Why didn't we do anything with that song? Oh, it's because it was part of we had a different song that was like that song. We liked the other one better than that one. So it's been really cool to kind of go through the catalog of songs that I have and say yes or no, potentially could do next year, next album, all that stuff. So technically it's been a year since we've recorded everything, and the writing process for the album so it started in 2020 and now we're in 2025. So it's like, definitely just depends on the rights and everything. That's the oldest song on the album. And then like the newest song, I think, was Big Dipper and Better With Time. Were very close to when we were recording or getting ready to do everything. Were a couple of the last songs that we did together. Before I was like, oh wait, maybe I want to add this to the album. Okay, I want to do this to the album. So it's been really fun to be able to be in charge of getting to choose what songs I love and what songs I can add and stuff like that. So Better Time obviously is one of my favorites because it's all about growing up and all that excitingness that comes with that. So, excuse me. But it's a great song. If you didn't know, I like it a lot. But so we're gonna play it. If you listened at the beginning, then great. I'm glad you did and heard it, and I'm gonna play it again because I love it so much. Front door shut and the last friend left. Swap my party dress for a pair of sweats. Clean off my makeup, put on a face mask, and I'm 30 just like that. Women are told this is the start of getting old, but that's not how I want it to go. get better with time. Starting to love the storylines around my eyes. Stop dyeing my hair so these grays can't hide. You reach a stage when your mind starts to change, and you're okay with showing your age. And I'm okay with showing my age. Like childhood homes, hand-me-down guitars, vintage boots and classic cars. Might not be new, but they're better used. Worn out pair of Levi jeans, dad's sailboat with the ripping seams. Shows where they're from, because they're well loved. And your favorite bottle of wine. There's things in life that get better with time. My grandma taught me years ago, value in our things only grow. So why am I so scared of seeing another year in my mirror? When others don't get here. Like childhood homes, hand-me-down guitars, vintage boots and classic cars. Might not be new, but they're better used. Worn out pair of Levi jeans, dad's sailboat with the ripping seams. Shows where they're from, because they're well loved. And your favorite bottle of wine. There is things in life that get better with time. Yeah, they get better with time. Yeah. So that's a great song that I wrote with Casey McMillan and Paige Rugerman. And it really came together just because when I was in my mid-20s, I was told that I would not become a female country singer after 29, because that is the status quo or whatever. And I said, that's cute, thanks so much, no thank you. And so that's kind of been my little mantra since then is, you know, people can say so many things to you, but if you just got to keep going and keep pushing, and it'll just, you know, get better with time, because people do, we do, everyone gets better with time. I love to learn, and I feel like I've been learning a lot, and I feel like that is so important these days, is to always continue to learn. And yeah, okay, let's see. Do we have any other questions about anything, about the album or anything? Oh, whoops. Didn't mean the green screen. Oh, I am getting tired. Let me think. How can I do this? Let's see. Do you see the screen? You do. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up the video. And if you can hear it, let me know. All right, we're gonna watch this together. If it'll make noise. There we go. Okay. All right.
Hey y'all, it's Allison Search. Today we are on day 2 with the band for my new sophomore album. OMG, I'm so excited for you to hear it. Let's go, can't wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. In that town where everybody's trying to find 3 chords and the truth. Gonna take some work, take some time, 'cause there's a million others like me trying not to be a small town somebody or nobody. It's hard to keep believing in yourself. Sometimes you grab the Taylor off the shelf to remember who you are. After 3 long years, you catch that break. Never knew how long it was gonna take.
Woohoo! That was some behind the scenes of making actually Big Apple Red, which is really cool. But also, it was when we were in the studio with the band. So how it all worked was in the studio, Aaron and I were together just kind of talking about the album, talking about all the songs, what we wanted to do, everything. And then for 3 days, we had the band every day come in and do like 5 songs, 6 songs, 7 songs, whatever. And it was the coolest experience because they were all extremely professional, and it was really cool to see them make the music come to life. Because when I'm songwriting, it's either just a guitar and voices or a piano and voices. And so getting the opportunity to hear all these new instruments in on the songs in the room while you're singing, it was just like the coolest experience ever. And then I think we took a week break, and then the next week we did vocals for a week. And about that, maybe 3 days, I don't remember. But what was really great about that is we could always, do a take over and over again. And then something that I hadn't done before was some really cool background vocals. They are you wouldn't really hear them unless you like really paid attention. There's some songs in there where I'm literally like oohing and eyeing, but like monotone or just like really silly sounds, but it made it sound really cool. So like in Missing Piece, it's there, and Big Dipper, and then it was really fun to create harmonies. I really had fun making them up as I was listening, and also just because I'm like, okay, I'm singing this is my melody. Let me do this above the melody. Okay, let me do this under the melody. And then Aaron would also play on the keyboard and say, try that one, and I would try that, and that would work, and we would do it over and over and over again. So we would double the track and double or triple the voices, so it would sound like 8 of me, which was terrifying, but good, but a lot of me's. And then he mixed everything together and sent me, what we thought would be good. With Outlaw In-Laws, I was very fortunate to have lots of friends help me with the ending shot sounds. So every time it says shot, I went out with my friends and I would bring my phone out and be like, okay, guys, we're going to do some gang vocals right now. So if everyone could scream shot and amen, and it worked. So we did it at a soccer game, we did it in a car, we did it at a bar, like just different places. And then I had some friends do the outer lines, which are very funny, of like, are you married? Like, are you dating anyone? And just the silliness of Outlaw In-Law, which is just about in-law silly. I would say it's the most rednecky song, but it's very funny and very true about different families. And I think a lot of people will resonate with that one for sure. But it was so funny and really fun to write with Crystal, and being able to hear those in the background was just so cool and exciting. What other songs are like just, great? Oh, Track of Tears. So my Grammy year when my youngest sister Katie got into a private school, when she got in kindergarten, and there's San Felipe tracks. San Felipe is a street, and there were these train tracks. They still are there, but that's where she was back in the day when she had a car phone. When my mom called her to tell her that Katie got accepted, she was so excited she cried. So she now calls it the Track of Tears, and that's what the song was all about. And she's always wanted me to write it, so it took a long time, but we did it, and it's out obviously. And I'm really, really proud of it. I think it sounds so beautiful, and it's just a nice little sentiment to that, which is great. And just getting to hear all the different instrumentals on all of the songs was really cool. And all of the instrumentalists were so professional, and they knew what, like, they took the songs and made them their own. And that's all you could ask for when you are making your music, and you want to make sure that they like it and they help make it what it is. And I mean, I'm so proud of it. It's so incredible. So I'm super happy with it. Let's sing some more, shall we? Let's see. We've got time for maybe a couple more songs. Are y'all still doing well out there? Doing okay? Let's see. How about we do, because I don't see it. Excuse me. We'll throw it back. We'll throw it back to oh, it was still in there. My last album, we'll sing The One, which is one of my faves, about making someone's day and just being that person to make everyone, or just if someone's having a bad day and you smile at them, that's the easiest way to make someone feel better. So this is called The One. One lamp on one window of one house on one street in one town can light the dark. One smile from one person for one moment on one day of one life can heal hearts. One, it only takes one sometimes to lead the way, to save the day. One, the more I live, the more I find it changes me, and I choose to be the one. One word in one line of one story on one page makes one book a work of art. One step I won't put in one mile on one road gives one journey a place to start. One, it only takes one sometimes to lead the way, to save the day. One, Oldie but a goodie. Okay, friends, thinking of oldies but goodies, we will close it out with Neon Nobody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this live stream to talk about Souvenirs of Love. If you want to send me some love, please do at Venmo at Allison-Asarch. But I can't show it on here, but you know all the things. If you don't follow me yet, please do at Allison-Asarch Official on all the things. Please subscribe here on YouTube to see when music videos come out because we've got some pretty cool things happening. And yeah, so I always end with Neon Nobody because it humbles me every time. You know, you move to a big city and so does everybody else. But the best part about it is, you know, just finding people that mesh with you, and it's just such a great time. So I love Nashville. I love being able to be here and meet the coolest people, write the coolest songs, and not that I'm only getting started, but like I'm just really proud of where I am and who I've met. So thank y'all so much for hanging out with me, and I'm gonna end it with Neon Nobody. Running a national anthem star where everybody knows who you are. Another homegrown dreamer. Pack your graduation Cherokee, running on hope and gasoline. A Rolex travel believer. Leave what you knew in the review, betting it all on what's waiting on you. In that town where everybody's trying to find 3 chords and the truth. Gonna take some work, take some time, cause there's a million others like you trying not to be a small town somebody, Neon Nobody. It's hard to keep believing in yourself. Sometimes you grab the tailor off the shelf to remember who you are. After 3 long years to catch that break, never knew how you found her heart. In that town where everybody's trying to find 3 chords and the truth. Gonna take some work, take some time. Nobody. I'm back, but I don't know what happened. Fine, we'll just keep going. Okay, it's counting again. You got 1 in a million shot in the dark at anybody knowing who you are. So keep the faith and sing your songs. Wait your turn no matter how long. In that town where everybody's trying to find 3 chords and the truth. Gonna take some work, take some time, cause there's a million others like you. In that town where everybody's trying to find 3 chords and the truth. Gonna take some work, take some time, cause there's a million others like you trying not to be a small town somebody, Neon Nobody. Nobody wants to be a small town somebody, Neon Nobody. Yay! Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Appreciate you, and thank you. And I hope to see you soon. If you haven't listened to Souvenirs of Love, the album that came out yesterday of mine, please do. And please follow me on all the things, everything, all of that jazz. I'm so glad you were here. So grateful for your support. And I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Saturday. Bye, y'all.